guy whose name is Steven. I love pum pum fat cookum black. You don't know that song?
That's a song?
Yeah. There's a Jamaican artist called okay, the song you'll know is Last Night We Got Some Panani, right? No more Panani. Last night you don't know that song? A lot of man not get no pum pum tonight, but not me, cause each and every night I mess.
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
I don't think so.
That's uncomfortable.
You want to know what else is crazy and uncomfortable? I've been recording.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate everything about you.
Just the last little bit. Because I didn't know that. I thought you were like freestyling for a second. Because I didn't know. You said something about Dr. Evil. And I was like, huh? But yeah, welcome back to the square room. Why do you hate me?
I hate everything.
I'm just trying to show the world that you are an artiste, even when you don't even realize.
Even when I'm copywriting.
Oh, true. But yes, welcome back to this square room. My name is Jonel.
Oh, I'm Deswayne. I'm sorry, I still hated you.
I'm like,
I was focused on the hate.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, would it change your mind if I were to tell you a hypothetical story? Hypothetical.
Okay.
So, last week you shared a hypothetical story about,
Mother
hypothetically driving and hitting a goose.
Yeah.
Canadian goose. Right?
Could be American. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't ask where they're from.
I mean, you could, because it was hypothetically dead. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, what would you say if I told you that last Thursday I was driving and I was going onto the on-ramp for the highway or the freeway for my American brothers and sisters. And, that's the place where you start to accelerate because the speed limit increases.
Yeah.
And as I was doing such, hypothetically, of course, 2 Canadian geese were at the side of the on-ramp. I was like, okay, I got my eye on you. And as I was merely feet from them, they decided now is the perfect time to cross in front of my
vehicle,
fastly accelerating vehicle. Hypothetically. What would you say to that?
I am holding back the laughter in my heart so much. I want to scream, but at the same time, I know this story doesn't end like mine did. So that's why I don't want to get too excited.
No, because even in a hypothetical situation, I still hit the brakes and avoided any sort of...
You hit the brakes?
Mishap. Yes.
See, when I was telling somebody this hypothetical story, they were like, I wouldn't have hit the brakes because then the car behind you, because you're focused on in front of you.
Yes, but the car behind me, I did look through like the rear view mirror. Hypothetically, like I didn't actually.
No, obviously.
Well, actually, no. Wait a minute. I didn't hit anything, so yeah, this shit happened. No, but I looked through the rear view, and like there was one behind me, but it wasn't like right behind me, so they had enough time to brake as well.
Yeah. In my hypothetical situation.
Well, remember that's why you're not supposed to follow too closely, because if someone in front of you has to slam on the brakes for whatever reason, you're not supposed to be so close
that you would not notice and hit them.
Yeah. So that person behind me was hypothetically doing the right thing.
And hypothetically, these goose.
But no, literally, I saw them, but they were on the side. I'm like, okay, I can pass. Like, they're doing their thing. And then, like, they're like, nope, now's the time.
So if you were to hypothetically hit them, it wouldn't be your fault. Because
no,
they knew what they were doing.
Jumped out. They jumped out. Like,
what they were doing.
Try me, bitch. We are a protected species here. Like, you going to jail now. And I was like, not today.
Not today.
Press the brakes. And then
wrong partner in the square room.
It was 2 of them. I'm like, yeah, I'm not Deswayne. You looking for my friend. Like, that's not... But literally when it happened, part of me was like, call Des. And I'm like, no, let me wait. This is like last Thursday. I was like, no, let me wait to record and tell him. But like, I'm still better than you in this situation because I didn't.
Well, yours was real. Mine was hypothetical, so that's not fair.
Yes.
How are you, Joe?
I'm literally attacked.
I'm sorry, pardon?
I'm being attacked.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at you right now and nothing seems to be attacking you.
Emotionally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This morning, we just had Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there.
Except mine. Go ahead.
Especially yours.
I haven't talked to mine in a month, so.
Why? Wasn't she like out of the country? She was
Before
like,
that, I wasn't talking to her.
Kids. Why?
Talk shit about me. Are you crazy? You know who I am? He crazy.
Do you know who I get over yourself? Ugh. Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, especially your mother.
I don't like that.
No, but you said you don't know what Etsy is?
I don't know what that is.
Etsy's like a website where you can like just like buy shit. And like, but a lot of it is like handmade or like small businesses and like stuff like that. But
like anyways, a small business owners sell your own product.
You know,
type
like
shit.
Amazon, like you can open up an Amazon shop and sell through Amazon. Mm-hmm. You can do that through Etsy as well. Okay. Yeah. But I think you also find more like bigger names on an Amazon than you would on Etsy. Okay. Mm-hmm. But it's the same like idea. But yeah, so I have an Etsy account. I was gonna say a membership. I'm like, no, because membership implies you pay for it, right? Yeah. No, I have an Etsy account. And from time to time I buy stuff on it, but out of nowhere, this morning, Etsy emails me. Now keep in mind, haven't been on Etsy, didn't do anything. I wasn't looking up like Mother's Day stuff. And Etsy sends me an email that says, would you like to... Wait, no. Let me actually...
Would you like to become a mother?
No. Hold on, I actually want to go to the... Okay, it's here. It said, don't want Father's Day emails? Like Mother's Day, we understand that for some, Father's Day may be a difficult time, and we'd like to give you the same opportunity we gave to them. To opt out of Father's Day emails, just click on the button below. As always, we will still keep you up to date on other wonderful things happening at Etsy.
That sounds like a scam.
It sounds like I didn't get it. I didn't get this email for Mother's Day, nor did I opt out for anything. Why is it coming for me for Father's Day?
I don't like that.
I feel very personally attacked.
I can understand that. I don't like that.
Out of nowhere?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm like, is my phone hearing me talking about not having a dad? And then like, Etsy's just like, bloop.
Hey, we know what to do about that.
You don't have
to hear from us.
we won't send you. Like, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? That's an emotional attack.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I didn't like that either. I was like, what the hell is going on?
You're going to send me that on Mother's Day?
Well, it was today, day after Mother's Day.
Okay.
But that's the thing. If I got one from Mother's Day as well,
it would be understandable. Be like,
didn't get
Nothing,
one.
Of course.
Didn't get one.
You love your mom. Buy her this. Father's Day? We won't talk about it.
Want to opt out? We know it can be a rough time.
That's crazy. Like, and because you're black. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to ask other people who have
Dad went
Etsy.
to get some milk and didn't come back. Mm-hmm. We got you.
We know what that means. He should have shopped at Etsy. No, sorry.
Listen, we were born in the late 19th century. Isn't that crazy?
I love it. I tell everybody like we have.
I like the 90s. I think the 90s was a good era.
I think
although we were like young for like most of it, so it's like, we don't.
No, but we still understand, right?
90s, early 2000s references.
Yeah, because like even those turn dial phones, I remember those, and I can say that I've used them. Yeah, we didn't
have one though, but like
some places have it because at the church I went to, they used to have it. I used to love doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it you that I was speaking to?
I don't know.
About payphones?
Yes.
Was this on the podcast or
no,
off?
This was off the podcast.
Okay, because I was gonna say that's another 90s
Please completely
thing.
Insert your card.
Yeah, I was like, payphones took cards. Like I thought it was only quarters, but like I didn't use payphones often. But
I used it all the time. I loved it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think even as a kid I didn't go anywhere, so I was like, who am I calling? I have my house phone. Why'd you make that face at me?
Because you're like, yeah, even as a kid, I didn't go anywhere. Like, oh
he made like a yikes face.
Oh my God. Yeah, I just feel like we grew up in like a great time where we have like before internet, during internet, and like now that internet is like the only thing.
But here's the thing, I don't really remember life before internet. I do remember we were like really young, and I remember dial-up, but I always remember like internet. Like I shouldn't say always, but like it wasn't a big thing because it sucked. Like it was shitty.
Yeah, it was
so, like,
slow.
I do remember not relying.
Pointless.
I remember trying to play like games on the computer, like CartoonNetwork.com and like
and
all that stuff.
Stupid phone rings.
No, not even that. We're trying to like load a game and like.
That's what made it worth playing.
You have to like step away and then come back because like the dial-up was so. But like, I feel like we our age group, we got the tail end of that. Like people who were older than us like really had to like go through it because they were like dealing with using computers and dealing with that like before us. So I don't know, but I do think it's cool. Like, we remember a lot wider range of things.
Yeah.
And we're at the age where we could like easily, we were children, right? So we could like easily adapt to the changes. Whereas like our parents and grandparents are like, what is this technology? What is this touch screen phone? Like, you know,
like when people come over, never, but, and like even saying it was weird. And like, yeah. And someone's just like, oh, what's your Wi-Fi? And I'm like, seriously? Like, are you 13? Like, what is wrong with you?
You know what? I used to be that friend with like my friend group. We would go out for dinner and everyone's like this.
That's
and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, oh, sorry, they can't see me. Like, everyone's just on their phone.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, check your phone here and there.
Yeah,
but like,
of course. But they're on their phone.
Everyone is just sitting at the table.
And I hate people who video their food. I hate that shit. No, nobody eat yet. Scans the phone over everyone's food. Okay.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I have here and there, but like not consistently. And I'm not gonna tell you not to eat, especially not eat your food. No,
definitely not mine, because I'll eat yours before I eat mine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, nah, like that's just too much. Unless I can get it if you're like a food blogger, but
you're not. You're just begging, want people to see that you're at your house. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It upsets me so much.
I feel like we're probably
nobody cares. I'm not doing it for them. Like, what? You're gonna look at it again later and get hungry? Like, shut up.
Some food looks really good, and you're like, oh, where are you eating at? Like, that place looks. Actually, I've never done that. But you know what I do? Like, when people go out to like, you know, restaurants and make like TikToks about it, and they're like, oh, this restaurant in like downtown Toronto, I'm like, I'll like it so I can go back. So like, there is value to it, but like, I'm not looking at like Plain Jane's Instagram story of her food.
Nobody is. You know what
I mean? It's just like, okay, like, you know,
it only has like 2 likes. Like, relax.
Yeah, the thing is, like, these TikTokers, like, the accounts I'm talking about, like, they go to different restaurants, they review them, they're talk. They're their own
like, food critic.
Yeah. I mean, they sometimes have, like, other stuff on their page, but, like, this is a thing that they do often, so, like, it's more worthwhile, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, that sounds lovely. I think all that stuff is stupid. If you want to know what a restaurant is, how about you fucking Google something and click something that you're not used to. Try that.
No, but sometimes, like, I like seeing these TikToks pop up in my feed because it's like, these are things that I normally, like, a restaurant I normally wouldn't hear of, or, you know, like, there's times when, especially in the heat of the pandemic, like, I would Uber Eats, like, new things because, like, I saw it on TikTok. Most of the time they were trash. And and the TikTok is like, this is so good, and I get it. And I was like, maybe it's like, you have to have it when it's like hot and fresh.
Maybe I gotta go there.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe, I don't know. But I try new things, so.
That's good.
You know.
I don't try new things.
But like, I don't know. Do you feel like your son like understands references?
Yes and no. And he's quick to tell you no. Like, he doesn't be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because what year was he born?
09.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, that seems like a long time ago,
That was a long time ago.
But like,
it was 13 years ago. See what I did there?
You have a teenager. That's gross.
I have a teenager.
That's gross.
That
You're
is
old.
pretty
Do you have
cool.
any gray hairs?
No. Fuck no.
Neither do I.
Hairline receding, that's all.
Instead of me knocking on wood right as you said that. No, but I don't know. I know a lot of people who get gray in like high school. So
disgusting. What
I don't
are
have
you
grays
going
yet
through?
either. What do you mean? Sometimes it's just a genetic thing.
Yep, genetically fucked up.
Says the guy who says his hairline is reaching the back of his neck.
I didn't say it was that bad. I did not say it was that bad.
I may have embellished a little bit.
A lot.
But yes, okay. As a 13-year-old, happy birthday, Caden, by the way.
Belated.
Not when I'm recording this.
You're
so
right.
In my heart.
But when he hears it, which I hope he doesn't.
Years from now, if he ever does. Exactly. And hopefully just never.
Hopefully never.
I don't want your son to hear
I don't want him to hear this either.
Yeah, if I don't want him to hear it, you certainly want him to hear it. But, no, I'm just putting it out in the universe, you know, because today's his birthday that we're recording. But, like, I don't know. Because I feel like we get, for the most part, like 70s, 80s references because of like TV and like culture and like, you know, like even though we weren't alive then. So like, does he like get?
No.
Damn.
Like I tell him a lot of stuff like
back in my day.
Because sometimes he embarrasses me. Like somebody will say something and they'll be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, Elvis Presley. And he's like, who?
Was Elvis alive? When did Elvis die? I'm gonna look it up.
When we were not alive.
Yeah, because I feel like I've always heard of Elvis as like a dead artist.
Yeah. But it's just the fact that like you should even know the name.
Yeah, you should still know who Elvis Presley is, even if you don't listen to his music.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, he died in 1977.
Yeah, way before us.
Yeah. That's the thing. So, like, how do we know about him?
Because they're still...
Does he know who, like, Michael Jackson... Does he know Whitney Houston?
I made him live. I made him live off of Michael. When I say live, nothing... Like, I refuse to have a child that does not know who Michael Jackson is and know these songs. So I'm very happy to say that.
Because Michael Jackson died in, like, 10, 11.
Around that time.
So he was, like, just a little babu.
And he already knew who he was from then.
He was like, Billie Jean.
He just thought it was funny that he kept grabbing his crotch.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't do it back, but he would, like, laugh every time he grabbed his crotch.
Mm-hmm.
But Whitney Houston, he'll know songs because I listen to songs, but he won't be like, oh, yeah, that's Whitney, that's this person, that's Prince. No.
What age did Caden get a cell phone?
God, what age? He is in grade... Maybe... Oh, well, he's 13.
You're like grade 1.
Like 9, 10.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Well, that's because he was taking the bus.
I was friggin' walking and taking the bus, and I didn't get mine until I was 15. And as much as I'd like to be like, oh, it was cell phones just came out. No. Because I had other friends who had them for years, but I was just, my mama was like, you don't need one. And I'm like, oh. My mom didn't even get me my first cell phone. It was a family friend.
But that if you don't need one, you don't need one, and I get it.
Hello.
Because if Caden didn't need one, he wouldn't have one.
Your child, but I was busing to school, busing/walking. Like, this is at 15. I was in high school.
You're good.
No. What if something happened to me?
You're with your friends.
No.
Oh.
I mean, after not all the way home.
Oh.
What if I missed my stop and I got lost and I didn't know what to call? I didn't have a quarter on me for payphone.
You didn't even know how to use a payphone.
I know you put the quarter in.
Oh boy.
And you just dial, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more than a quarter, but
no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 50 cents.
Damn, everywhere's a scam. Everywhere's a ripoff.
You only see in movies they just put one quarter or something.
Oh, no. It's a quarter, but then it's like after 2 minutes or something, you have to put more in. So if you know the call is going to be a little longer than that, you put in multiple. I think. I'm pretty sure that's
that would make sense.
Yeah. But if you're just a quick hey mom, I'm at the mall, pick me up. You only need a quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you knowing things.
Or people used to do the thing where they attach a string to the quarter and put it in and then
pull
it
back
out.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, poor people. Question.
Answer.
For your 13th birthday, do you remember it?
Ooh. The only thing I remember is I was really loving, what's her name? Jennifer Garner.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in that movie 13 going on 30. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted that movie on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever back then. Because
I'm turning 13.
Yeah, I was like, it's, and I actually love that movie to this day.
It's a good movie.
But what I actually did, oh my God, my 13th, the day of my 13th birthday, I got my period.
I know. I was wondering what took you that long.
You remember?
We spoke about that so many times.
No, I didn't remember. Oh. But that's the thing. I was at home that day. I don't remember if I had a party. I mean, I'm sure I probably did with friends, but it was nothing crazy. I was keeled over in pain. So. By
the way, I forgot to say this before.
Oh God, what?
Men, take pity on women, please. They go through a lot when they go through their periods. I was thinking about this the other day, a couple of weeks ago actually, and I was like, okay, Des, imagine you're having these fucking cramps all day. You couldn't even sleep good because of these damn cramps. You have to stick something in your vagina or around your fucking boxers because your vagina is just bleeding, and it's not gushing blood. No, but it fucking hurts nonetheless. Mm-hmm. And then you have these fucking idiot boys who want to bring up the fact mind your fucking business.
They say that period pain is comparable to a heart attack.
I can believe that. Because even I was thinking about it and I wanted to throw up.
Because it's not just the cramps. It's like
it's
a lot
everything.
of women get back pain. They get nausea. They get headaches.
Oh my God. I
blood
just want
clots.
ice cream.
Yeah, weird cravings, mood swings, because it's your hormones. So you're just like all out of whack. I understand,
and I apologize for asking women like, "Are you on your period? Is that why you're acting like that?" That's none of my business. I understand. I should go fuck myself, and I do almost every day. So before that,
like you were doing so good. I was like, yes, yes. Which that's Mother's Day preach. You don't know what women go through to have children.
You know what? And what if they don't even want children? I still have to get my fucking period, and I don't even want fucking kids.
What if you're trans? You're like, I'm not even a fucking woman, and I get my Yo, can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Yo, that's the biggest F you in life.
That's crazy.
That's the biggest.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Damn. Yo, I really didn't think about that. My trans brothers, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Shit, that's
very unfortunate. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Like, that sucks.
Yo, so Mother Nature is like, if a period was just like a day, like, oh, bloop, you're good, you're okay, you're ovulating,
no
everything's
kids.
working, no kids, we clear out the old lining. Why does it have to be anywhere from like women who are like, oh, my period's 3 days? You were God's favorite, but like God still hates women, so maybe I shouldn't say that before I'm canceled. But like he has to hate us in order to give us
it's just
periods.
He knows you guys can do it.
You know what? Let me not jump around. I was gonna say the ones who have 3 days, that's one thing, but like women who like mine on average is like 5 days. 6 is like long for me. 9
days, 10 days. Oh my God.
14.
That is crazy.
Oh my God, it's horrible. But I was gonna say, I heard this and I was like, and like there's a joke like, oh, like all men are liars, blah blah blah, and like, it's partially true, but like all people are liars, so it's not just like men, right? But it's the joke of like men are liars, men are dogs, and the story of Adam and Eve, the reason why we have sins and all that stuff starts with Eve being tempted into eating the apple, tempted by the devil, right? By the serpent.
So she says.
But here's the thing. Now, men for years have been known to shift blame and like to, women ain't shit, women are this, women are that. If we are the ones who ate the apple, why do y'all have that big dirty Adam's apple stuck in your throat?
Because we were the last ones to take a bite.
You guys are liars.
As soon as we took a bite and God came and he was like, what the fuck? And we're like, and it just didn't move from there.
No, you guys are the ones who did it.
So that whenever you guys look at us and see the Adam's apple, you guys know what happened.
Like,
yep.
Damn liar. I was like, oh my God, men are horrible.
Originally, what I was going to say is we just had Caden's 13th birthday party. Which I'm not a party person, but like I said, this year we can do things. So most of it he knew already except for the transportation.
Okay, well, what was, set the scene.
So basketball team, because he had a choice, school friends or basketball team. Basketball team, and it was a wise decision.
There were no school friends?
Not one bomba clot.
Was his girlfriend there?
Not one person from school.
Not even his girlfriend?
Not one. And
he's gonna be in trouble.
Oh no, he's not, because he's a wise young man.
Okay.
If it's the basketball team, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry, you're not a part of the basketball team. It sounds suspicious, but at 13,
it's like you can't really argue it.
It's my parents.
Yeah.
They said the basketball team.
And he's not even going to be like his dad. He's like, oh, my mom says.
Exactly.
You're like friendly with her.
With all of them.
Yeah. No.
So.
Damn. Poor Mama Duke's always having to be the scapegoat for everything. Like, meanwhile, she's like, Caden, invite everyone. And he's like, no.
No, she was the one who was like, school or basketball. We're not that, like, that's a lot of kids.
But it could be like a couple basketball. Well, no, your team. You want like
exactly.
The team.
And then
but like a
for
couple,
school,
the close friends.
No,
he's 13. We're past the age.
He speaks
when you're 6
with
or 5.
Everybody. So you saying close friend?
He's his father's son. But just because you speak with someone does not mean you were close with them.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to school and hear, you didn't invite me. I don't want to hear that shit.
Okay, fair. Okay. No,
Which is why he didn't invite them. I'm like, you're a smart cookie.
It is fair.
So basketball team, everybody came. We all met at Swiss Chalet by Scarborough Town.
Ew.
No, we just met there.
Oh, okay.
Just the parking lot.
It's like,
yeah,
why'd you do that to the child? Why'd you do that to him? But yeah,
we all met there, and there was a limo there waiting for him.
Hey.
And we pull up to the Swiss Chalet, and the first thing he says is, "Ew, who takes a limo to Swiss Chalet? That's so ew."
Wait, you took a limo to Swiss Chalet?
No, the limo was just there. We drove.
Oh, he was thinking it was someone else.
Yeah. And like,
it's like, you bitch.
It's crazy.
Oh, sorry, not bitch.
That's pretty funny. And like, it's funny because his mom like actually mentioned the limo like several times that day by accident because she thinks out loud. She's like, okay, so when we get to the limo, and I'm looking at her like,
shut.
And she's like, oh my God, I'm the worst person. Caden, did you hear that?
Oh, and then she drew attention to it.
Yeah.
No.
But he didn't hear. So we get there, and I'm like,
that's so funny.
We had ordered 2 party-sized pizzas on the way to the limo.
Okay.
So we have the party-sized pizza. We're like, oh, we don't have napkins. So I'm like, Caden, we had another teammate in the car. So I'm like, can you guys go into Swiss Chalet and get some napkins? I'm only saying that so I can go talk to this guy without Caden being like, why are you going over there? So I go over there.
A napkin run is very quick.
I know. And I made this very quick.
Okay.
So I go over there. You know, some people were there already, blah, blah. As soon as they see me talking to the driver, they're just like, oh, my God, that's for us. Whatever. So all the kids come. Caden comes outside, and he's in the car just grabbing some stuff. And he looks up, and he sees everyone running to the limo. And he's like, oh, clever.
We take a limo to Swiss Chalet.
He's just like, clever, and he starts laughing, which means he likes it. So they all go in. Everybody's excited. They're losing their shit. Some people even say bye to their parents when they saw the limo. Some kid like jumped out.
Limos are cool, especially when you're younger.
That's what I realized. Yeah. When you're younger, it's like even as a kid, I was never like, oh, a limo.
I think I haven't been in a limo. Oh, no, that was a lie. Maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Wedding?
Yeah, for a wedding. Honestly, that was lit because like now you're an adult, you're drinking, you're feeling nice,
you're having fun.
They're playing Vibes Cartel in the back of the limo, like, you know.
Yeah. So we took the.
I want to be in a limo again.
We took the limo. We went to Dave and Buster's, which is like an arcade restaurant thing, but we didn't go there for the restaurant, just the arcade.
Right.
His mom drove, and she met us there so that we gave all the kids a play card and like, go kill yourselves. Sorry, go have fun. Sorry. That was the one rule. Don't kill yourselves. Yeah. And yeah, they had to partner up because I'm like, I'm not responsible. Buddy system. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care if you guys play the same game, but if I ask you where so-and-so is, you need to be like, so-and-so's right there, or so-and-so's over there, or so-and-so's in the bathroom.
Or so-and-so's right beside me.
You know, or you better not, like, if so-and-so's in the bathroom, you need to be near the bathroom. Yeah. So that when so-and-so leaves the bathroom, you guys still, exactly. And they're all very good. There's one kid that I'm like, where's your partner? And he's like, all I did was look at him and go find him. Just go. But it was really good. They're pretty funny. They're cool kids, so it's okay. And then we took the limo back to her mom's area where we had the party room. Is that what it's called? The community center room? Not community center, but like the complex has like a little party room.
Party room.
Yeah. Okay. You looked at me when I said party room like I said something horrible.
Well, no, I just didn't know what you were talking about. I thought you meant like at Dave and Buster's, and you said back to her mom's area, but I'm like, she lives in a house. But then you said like the complex. Like, right, so then
okay. That makes sense.
You weren't giving enough info.
No, I understand. I tend to do that.
I know.
I don't like that.
You said it. I'm just agreeing with you.
So we go there. It was set up. There's food, like appetizers, not food, just like finger food, spring roll. Oh my God, the chicken wings. Oh my God. Her aunt made honey garlic chicken wings. Jesus Christ. I wanted to take the whole, there were so many, but like, and the kids
kept. You had to like leave some for the kids.
I wanted to pick up because I wanted to take the whole thing. Like, they don't need this. There's still there's so much. There was a lot. It was cool. And there's a little basketball court there, so they played basketball. They did like a 3-on-3 thing.
Losers.
And then they came in, they washed up, they ate, and then they went.
I'm sorry, these are children. I don't mean losers. I just mean like y'all always play basketball. Do something different. That's what
they love it. They love it.
I know, but like if you like
it. And what I like is that they played, but they're playing freely.
Yeah.
Because normally this like, no, don't do that. Why did you take that shot? Does that make sense?
And who's that normally? You?
Yeah. I stop everything, middle of it, because I feel like that's how kids learn.
So what you're trying to say is you had restraint while they were playing and made it fun for them.
Because we have 3 coaches now, right? So, yeah, no adult was there really, just me. Nursha didn't really stay around them, just because.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they came back inside. We did like some cake stuff. And then after the cake stuff, we gave them like little water guns. Oh, they had ice cream sundaes, like an ice cream sundae bar.
Nice.
Put your sprinkles and all that dumb shit on it. And then we gave them water guns. And then, yeah, they had a little...
What day was this?
Sunday, the 8th.
Oh, was Sunday pretty warm?
It was nice. It was very nice outside.
Saturday was warm, but I feel like for water guns, it was a little chilly.
Yeah, yes. It was like windy. Yes. Sunday was nice, though.
Okay.
And then they had like a little water gun fight before their parents were coming at this point.
Yeah, they just kind of like end the night. Yeah. I feel like that sounds like a great day.
It was good.
For like a 12, 13, 14
It was
year
good.
old.
It was too much, but it was good.
What do you mean it was too much?
Like, I think, like, when I used to watch, like My Sweet 16 and that dumb stuff, I was like, you guys just met somewhere, took a limo to a restaurant to take a limo back to the girl's house. Like, that's unnecessary in my brain.
But, like, it is easier to, like, you know, meet
Bro,
somewhere
drop
and, like,
your
transport.
kids.
No, people don't want to do that.
I don't care what they want to do. Drop your kids. But it was fine. He had a lot of fun. And like after me and his mom were talking, and she was just like, "This could have been 2 separate parties." I'm like, "Mm-hmm." She's like, "Yeah, the limo and the Dave and Buster's could have been one." And then
so you could have done one with the school friends and one.
And I was telling her, because before I was like, "You don't need to do all of this. We can just set up the barbecue
but you
somewhere."
Know what? If he had a great time, that's all that matters. And like 13, it's a milestone.
We're talking about it, but what a lot of parents like to do is project, and they would like their wishes to be on their child, and I don't understand it.
What do you mean that
because
the party was
like that whole thing is not
what he wanted?
It's not necessarily what he wanted, but it's not his kind of thing. Like in the limo, like
because I was in the
chill. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
but you can chill in a limo. You don't have to be
he was
all the way up.
He was asleep. You know who else was asleep?
You.
Me. Me. We were asleep in the limo.
He was not sleeping.
He was sleeping in the limo.
How did you know if you were sleeping?
Because he fell asleep before I did. I looked at him and then I got tired. I was like, "Oh, that looks nice."
You can't sleep. You're the chaperone.
I slept.
Remind me not to have you chaperone my non-existent children.
And like the whole thing, like by the end of the night, I was like, oh, like me and his mom are cleaning up, and then I was asking him something, like to move something for me. I'm like, Caden, can you do me a favor? He's like, if it involves moving, I cannot. Caden, I don't want to move. I'm like, fair enough, and I let it go. But like when me and her were talking about it, she was just like, you know what? Like, you're right. Like, Caden's a very low-key kid. And like if, for example, like the perfect day to him would be everyone come by the party room and like, okay, well, at this time we're going to go for a walk for the beach and just chill and have fun, you know? Like but back in the day, what we used to do. He'll still remember
this, like even though it wasn't like his typical low-key type of thing, it sounds really fun and it sounds like he had fun. So it's like, he'll still remember it as like a very fun birthday.
Unnecessary. No, I get it.
Everyone needs one of those extra
birthdays.
You
don't.
Now when he's an adult and people are like, why don't you like to celebrate your birthday? Why do you just like to sit at home and not tell anyone? He's going to be like, well, it all started
when I was 13.
Like, who brings a limo to Swiss Chalet? Little did I know it was me.
Yeah, but it was a good weekend. All the parents came to their smiling children. The kids who are usually like quiet were super like outgoing and stuff. It was nice to see. Nice. before one kid left, he looked at Caden's mom and he's like, "This was the best day ever! Oh my god, I had so much fun!"
Oh, kids are so cute.
Yeah, they're so stupid.
For my 17th birthday, I took a limo to Milestones, the one at Scarborough Town Center.
Just laugh. I just need you to just laugh.
No, because I didn't. It was a surprise. So
Somebody surprised you with the limo.
Yes.
That cannot be helped.
No.
So
what it was my ex at the time. Actually, it was the ex. Why we know each other, like his friend. Yes. So I wasn't expecting him to come by. He came by, and I was like, first of all, don't pop up. Don't pop up.
We don't do that here.
But it was like, okay, like, yeah, like, let's just go out for like lunch. And I was like, okay. And I was like, give me a few minutes to get ready. And I get ready, and like my mom is like grinning. I guess she knew. And then I go downstairs and I open the front door, and like it was like the timing was perfect as I opened the door because like
the limo slowly pulling.
It pulled up, and I was like, oh my god! Yeah, and it was just for the two of us. And then we went down. I don't know why he could have picked somewhere else aside from the Milestones at Scarborough Town Center, but whatever. But I'd never been to Milestones at the time, so I was like, okay. Was it Milestones? Is that I think so. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, and we just went there. We had lunch, and then it drove me back home. And then when I went home, they like some of my friends had gathered, and it was like a surprise party. But yeah. But he only got me a limo because for his birthday, in February, I got him a limo. I think mine was a lot more fun. The limo showed up, him, his friends, me, whatever, and we went to play paintball. And then brought us back to the restaurant, and then like some of his other friends and family, parents, they were there. They met us, but
look at you guys limoing that up.
I know, but like, yeah, it was then, and then like prom, and then that wedding.
I don't want a limo unless I'm fucking in the back. You heard me.
So like your wedding.
It doesn't have to be a wedding.
No, but like, when else would you just be in a limo by yourself?
To fuck in the back.
Oh, you're gonna rent it to think. The guy can like pull down the partition and just be like,
If you want to watch, sir.
No, I feel like that's weird. Well, I'm sure lots of people have done it, but like, just the idea of like the guys up there like knowing what you're doing, and he's probably the one who was like clean after. Des.
That's what you get paid for.
No, he gets paid to drive actually, not to clean
but
your
he
jizz.
has to make sure he cleans whatever's back there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you brought up some chicken wings that were delicioso.
Oh my god.
Well, a woman over the weekend has revealed her secret to like hitting on men in public. So like typically like when like it's become a thing that like guys like will buy a girl a drink or like tell the waitress like, oh, can you send a drink to that woman? And, when the waitress is like, oh, it's that guy, you kind of give the little like hello, yeah, and then if she comes up to you, she comes up to you. If not, yeah. This woman said her thing is she orders a guy wings, like an order of wings.
Fuck yes.
And sends him wings.
Fuck
Yo,
yes.
All the comments were like, we're having babies, we're getting married.
Immediately.
Like, yo, once I finish these wings, I'm bringing you home.
What'd you say your name was?
Everyone said they're finishing the wings first.
Yes, no, 1000%. Don't come over here while I'm having the wings.
No. You have to approach, because I think if she sends the wings and then you're like, whoa. Like,
yeah, you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
Same like if a guy sends a drink, it's like this is my move. Now your move is next. Like if you want to come,
if I get these wings, I'm gonna get up real quick and be like, I'll be right over. Just give me a second. Don't leave yet. Like, don't leave yet. You didn't want them.
you want one? No, but like even I was like, if someone sent me wings, you can get my number for sure. Like
for sure.
It's not a man thing. I'm like, food. Sending someone food, but like I think with men and like wings.
Like I don't want you to pay for my food. I want to know you sent it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like food that you ordered is one thing, but like just like food out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like surprise food. Yeah.
And I don't want to pay for it either.
And like the bar, they may not even have good wings. It's the thought.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. I might not even be hungry. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was love. Like.
Yeah, you wanna fuck? Ladies, you wanna fuck? You sent me some wigs. You want this dick?
What what if she just wants to have a conversation? Would you be disappointed if like she didn't want to fuck? She was like, oh, take my number, like we'll hang out. Like
if it was just like, you know, I just sent you some wings because you know you look very nice and
yeah,
you know that's
number,
it.
Like we'll hang out. Like not like I want to go home with you tonight.
No, but like. Take my number in my brain is you're playing this the slow game.
True. It's
still I want to fuck.
Yeah, fair.
But if she was just like, no, it's all good, you know, we chatted up and she's like, okay, bye. And I'm like, oh, you know, we should exchange numbers. She's like, no, it's okay, you know. Like, I would be so heartbroken.
You would?
I would be
like,
so
but
heartbroken.
You're my future wife.
Is it something I said? Is it my breath?
Is it the way I ate the wings? Oh, I had the garlic wings. I'm so sorry.
It's still in my tooth? Like... I would actually, my feelings would be hurt if,
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I heard that and I was like,
my God.
And of course I thought about you because like chicken.
Oh my God.
What if someone sent you like a whole rotisserie chicken? Is that too much?
For me, that's not too much. At work, they have like,
what?
We like at work, like in my department, sometimes we'll like have like a little potluck between ourselves or, you know, somebody will order food or whatever.
You eat the potluck food?
Fuck yeah.
Isn't that like a rule, especially with like black
Probably.
people? They say like you can't just.
I agree with that rule, but when I see chicken on the menu, nothing but chicken is on my plate.
Do you also see Sam and Ella on the menu?
I see Sam, Ella, and all their friends on the menu. Like there's things that I've eaten for sure from other people where like I instantly felt like I want to throw up. You know when you eat food and like it goes down and you're like, it's coming back. And like I just drink something quick, like some ginger ale, or sometimes water makes me want to throw up more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, I don't give a fuck. As long as there's chicken there, I will throw up and go eat chicken again.
Yeah, you will.
I have.
Everyone listening is probably like, oh, he's
dead
just
ass.
Kidding. No,
dead ass. I don't. It doesn't bother me.
Throw it up and.
But somebody brought rotisserie chicken for everybody, but they gave me my own rotisserie chicken, and I was like. Oh, you're like, my I do. God. And it was a guy. And I do. I do. Oh, my
so what?
God. I'm glad everyone knows that I love chicken. I take pride in that.
I mean, you're not shy about it.
No, not at all.
If they didn't know, then they don't really know
they
you.
Don't know
even
me.
On like surface level.
Not even as an acquaintance.
People who have seen you on the
Strangers.
street. No.
Strangers can tell if you love chicken.
The way your eyes light up.
Oh, my Lord.
Your eyes can't even take in light, but they're lighting up.
I don't like that. That's not funny. I don't like that.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Okay. So, can I ask you a question?
No.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay, yeah.
No, you said no. That's fair. Let's say you're talking to a guy.
Okay. Talking as in there's romantic interest or just an average, regular conversation?
Let's go with romantic interest.
Okay.
What is a red, like something that's like a red flag? Did they say red flag or red light?
Red flag.
Okay.
Because I think a red light means like stop, whereas like a red flag is like warning, danger.
Okay, fair
like,
enough.
You know, oh God, there are so many.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You know, funny enough, you know, I'm not how do you say black in terms of culture. Some people may say I'm a little more whitewashed culturally, but I was on Black Twitter a few weeks ago. And it was basically just like a bunch of people being like, oh, like it's a red flag if a guy says happy, like grand rising, you know, instead of good morning. They're like grand rising.
I thought a red flag.
It's just the type of man who says it.
Okay.
But like literally 2 days later, what does one of my friends say to me?
Happy grand rising.
I don't think it was happy. I think it was like grand rising to you, my
queen.
I was like, whoop.
No, sorry.
No, and I literally told him, I'm like, you're a mess. And he was like, oh, come on. I'm like, Black Twitter told me.
The only thing that could have made that worse is if you called me an empress, not queen.
Oh my God. Yeah, seriously. Red flags to me are, oh God, there's so many.
Like, for example, if you and a guy are talking, and like he's just gifting you, like just keeps buying you things, is that a red flag to you?
No.
Okay, why not?
Gifts?
Yeah.
Well, gifts are like one of my love languages, so like because I
no,
like
I
giving
know.
people gifts too. No, I don't think Like, or you mean just like early on?
Yeah. Well, it has to be early if you guys are only talking. If it's later on and you guys are still talking, that's a red flag in itself.
That is very true. I don't think gifts are a red flag. I think it's the type of gift. Like, you want to give a gift that's not too, like, if we're just talking, like, don't.
Here's a dog.
Don't give me, or like the key to your apartment, or like jewelry, but like give me flowers, give me, oh, like I was out and I saw this like book and it reminded me of you, and like I know you like to read, like, like nice gifts, like gifts, like thoughtful, not about, yeah, or like, I don't know.
I heard the question, and gifts are a red flag to me early.
For you?
Yeah.
Why?
What are you doing? Oh, I just wanted to buy the like.
But that's how some people show their love.
Yeah,
like I like gifts because it's like that. I mean, and that's very fair. I like gifts because it's like, oh, you were out and like you saw something and you thought of me and you want to get it for me. Like that's
that's sweet.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you're trying to buy my fucking affection. Do you think I am a prostitute?
No. I mean, technically, because if they gift you with chicken, then you're like,
no, that's not a gift. That is
these panties hit the flow.
I'm not wearing none. She not wearing none. Know it.
I'm like, you're not wearing any panties, Des? Okay, cool.
None. Why bother? I knew this day was coming. Okay. What if they start like being possessive?
He was like, possessed. That's a red flag too. What do you mean, possessed? This ain't no Conjuring. Nice. Possessive early on, that is 100% a red flag, because it's like, we're not even together. Why do you feel this claim over me? And it says like you might be, potentially like abusive, whether it's physically, emotionally, controlling, down the line. So that is for sure a red flag if you're seeing that early on. But some people are like, oh, he's just protective over me. It's like, no, bitch.
Oh, he's going to protect you from yourself and the truth.
He's going to protect you from everything except for from himself. Yep. Yeah.
To me, I because I'm me, like when girls say that, I'm like, that's some cute shit.
What?
Are you dumb? No girl can talk to you. You're mine. I'm like, stop.
The fact you said, are you dumb? Just, you really expose yourself as a Toronto man.
I am a Toronto man.
I can't. No, but like, I think when someone early on shows concern for you, like if you're like, oh, how was your day? Oh, just have a headache. Oh, are you okay? Like,
no, that's fine.
I'm like, oh, you care. Yeah. But it's not anything crazy. No. Like, oh, like you get headaches often? Like, oh, have you tried to, like, concern. That is nice. Well, I hope you have a nice day. Get home safe. Text me when you're home. That's cool. If I don't text you, I don't want to hear, why didn't you text me? I was ready to call. Like, chill, bro. We went on 2 dates. I'm fine. I don't need to check in with you. Or when you're like, oh yeah, I'm going out with my friends, or like, oh, like, what are your plans for this weekend? Oh, I'm just hanging out with some friends. Where are you going? Who's going? What's it like? Don't do that. Don't, because I liked you, and now I don't.
Now I don't.
And now
it's over.
Now when I think of you, I have the.
I want to die.
Well.
Oh no, that was.
No. It was a little too far, but it's just like there's a fine line with everything. Like, even with the gifts, right? And like like I said, it's a type of gift. If you are out and you see like my favorite band and you get me their t-shirt, I love that. Don't get me fucking lingerie.
Why not?
Early on, I don't know you.
You're about to.
But like, you know what I mean? Like that for it's like the line of like what's appropriate. Yeah. So like possessiveness, controlling is not okay, but like a healthy level of concern is actually very sweet. Everything is nice in moderation. You gotta just kind of.
There are people like me out there in the world, and you look like you're DJing right now. There are people in the world that are like me, and I just want to give you women a heads up.
I don't think there is anyone else like you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, no. We had one right in. So.
Oh, that's true.
But like, you guys are a very rare breed. And I think you were just a.
And I don't know if you're like me, Jacob, but I do this thing where even if I'm dating someone, I always tell them they're free to do whatever they please to do, and that is a trick, ladies. That is definitely a trick.
It's a trap.
It is a trap, because I dare you to fucking do whatever you think.
Like what
you can.
though? Give an example.
Like, like me, I don't like if you're like, oh yeah, you know, I want to go to this party, but my ex is gonna be there. What do you think? Go ahead.
You don't like that shit?
You're free to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But if you go and some shit happens, that's on you.
Oh, it's the if shit happens part.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, personally, I don't give a fuck. You could be like, oh, yeah, this guy,
I thought you meant that you're going to say do whatever you want to do. But
and then get upset?
You're going to, like, be there stewing and...
No. That's some shady shit. No.
Bitch, you shady.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. I'm not even going to lie. 1,000%. I'll get to that story after. But yeah.
Oh, we got a story. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Did I just throw you off?
You did. Yeah. So for me, like, if I'm talking to a girl, like, you can talk to as many people as you want because me and you are really nothing. Mm-hmm. But you talking to other people already shows me where we stand. You see what I'm saying? So me saying you're free to do as you please, if you do
toxic.
It's not toxic.
You're talking to other girls too, but you're like, I see where I stand with you.
I see where I stand
here with me.
You see what I'm saying?
You're playing games, Dad.
Life is a game. There is a game called life. It's a board game. Try it.
So go play the board game, then.
It's fun getting into trouble. Ludi. Trouble
okay?
Trouble is Ludi. Did you know that?
I only played Ludi once in Jamaica years ago.
It's trouble.
It was really fun, but I don't remember it being...
It's literally trouble.
Here's the thing. I didn't really have many board games growing up because I was by myself.
Oh,
God.
God. I saw this coming. As soon as you said I played Ludi one time and you said I didn't, I was like,
all I had was chess and checkers, and I would often play them by myself. The only time I played Life and Monopoly is when I went to my friend's house.
Which wasn't do often.
First of all,
I'm sorry. You said you didn't go anywhere.
I had a few. No,
friends?
like when.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Why are you attacking me like this?
No, I'm not.
Why?
I'm not.
Why?
I'm not. I
Why?
swear.
You know
go
what?
ahead.
You're a damn red flag. That's what you are. When he attacks you and then tries to like play innocent, red flag.
No, 1,000% red flag. I can vouch for that.
But yeah, no. So no, I was just wondering if you were okay because you just went through a whole bunch of Life, Trouble, Ludi, which isn't even like a North American game. Like you just had a spasm and you mashed up all
I just connected. It was like connect the dots. So I said life is a game. There's a game called Life, literally.
No. I got the connection. I got it. It
went into board games.
No, honey, it's okay.
Which went into trouble.
No, I get it.
And I said it's fun getting into trouble.
I get it.
And there's a Jamaican game called Ludi.
I got it.
Which is trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all got it. It just wasn't.
You know, I have to ask my cousin what they call tic-tac-toe in Jamaica.
What do they call it?
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that's what I would figure.
I don't know. Places have different names for shit. I don't know.
Toe tactic.
Catch him. 3 in a row. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I've heard people call it 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would never. If somebody's like, let's play 3 in a row, I'd be like, 3 in a row what? Like, what are you talking about?
No, I've heard 3 in a
row. When you
now
said...
you for sure forgot what you were saying.
No. When
you remember?
Wait, before, after, or during? Because
we got sidetracked with all these board games.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I'm the type of person that I will always give, like, people freedom to do whatever they want. But to some people, it's like, okay, he doesn't care. It's not that I don't care. I just let people dig their own graves and lay themselves in it.
I'm like you as well, except I'm a little...
You're more vocal than I am.
Right. So
You'd be like, I don't like that, but, you know, I can't stop you from doing it. I'm going to be like,
listen, you're a grown man. You do whatever you want. But, like, if it were me, I wouldn't. And then it's like, if you do it, then I'm going to be like,
See, but like, I can't do all that. I'm just like, oh, you want to do what? Oh, your ex asks you to have a conversation? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I can't. I'm like, what? Go for it. Oh, well, I don't know. Because sometimes when I talk to him, you know, and I'm just so over it. So then what the fuck are you? That's what my brain is saying. What the fuck are you asking me then? Like, you're asking me to go see somebody that you know you shouldn't go see because every time you go see, something happens?
Yeah, but you know how people are. Human beings, sometimes we want to be able to justify our behavior.
Yeah,
you know?
Not with me. Go for it. Do as you please. Oh, yeah, see, that's why I love him.
So is that a red flag for you?
That's a no flag.
Oh, you're done after that?
Like, mentally, like, I can't take you seriously.
Fair.
I can't take you seriously. Because if I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, my ex, she just wants to talk. You know, I broke up with her, but she just kind of wants to, you know, just talk. Does that make sense to you? For what? For fucking what?
For why?
Anyways, so when you said that what word did you use?
I can't remember. I've used so many words for you.
Yeah, it wasn't toxic. It was toxic, but not then. Anyways, so yesterday, remember I told you we had water guns. Mm-hmm. So we're cleaning up. There's 2 left. One was broken. So I threw them out. And Caden's mom, it's small little water guns. And she's like, no, don't throw them out. I'm like, why? It's not like you're going to use them. They bet. I'm like, bet. You're not going to use them. Give
her a fake list.
I always do that. She gets so mad. I don't sound like that.
She doesn't.
I know, but that's what I hear. So she's driving me home because I can't fucking drive. So she's driving me home.
You can drive, you just can't.
That's true. I just can't see. I'm in the car and I'm waiting for her. She exits her mom's house, and then I heard her go back inside. Okay, so she comes back out. She opens her car door and starts squirting me with this water gun. So I sat there. I didn't budge. I didn't twitch. Not a fucking movement.
Even when you got hit with the water?
Even when I got hit. No screaming, nothing.
Okay.
So she's just like, you thought I wasn't going to use it? Joke's on you. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yeah. Playful, fun, whatever.
No problem.
But Mr. Petty had to come out.
He sat right there and didn't say a word. And she's just like, oh, are you mad? I'm like, nope. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're kind of quiet. I'm like, that's okay. She's like, okay. I took the fun out of it, for sure. That's what you got to do. You got to suck the fun from them first when you're being petty. Because now they feel like they're dumb. Huh. Today I had to go drop off Caden's bag to him. And she was staying at her mom's house. Saw the water gun sitting there. Put some water in it. Knocked her room door. Open it. Hi. Oh, I brought you a coffee. Oh, my God. Thank you. Put the coffee on the table. Bow, 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 bow.
She's in bed?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's just the pettiness. And you're the type of petty that would, like, you let it simmer and, like, the person feels a sense of, like, oh, it's past.
Exactly.
Which is extra petty. That's more petty.
Never pass. Never. A girl hung up the phone on me. How old are we? I'm 28. Over 15 years ago.
What?
Yeah, over 15 years ago. I was talking to this girl on the phone, and we're dating, and her friend took the phone, and she just hung up because I guess they were playing and whatever, and the girl was on the phone, so she's trying to tell her to get off the phone. I haven't forgiven her to this day.
But if it wasn't her, if it was her friend.
No, like, I haven't forgiven the friend.
Oh, okay.
And, like, I've been in interaction with this friend, like,
oh, you did. I think you told me that.
I don't give a fuck. And she probably doesn't even remember that.
I will say, you've had your moments on, like, very superficial levels, but you haven't been super petty with me. Like, if you are, it's like, okay, Des, come on. It was like, I ask you to do something, you're like, meh, meh, meh. Like, you know, like, nothing.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because you don't do anything crazy.
That's true.
Like,
I'm a wonderful human being.
Any pettiness that there is.
I think it's because I'm not petty towards you.
Yeah, it's all fun petty. Like, when we went to camp, it was all, like, fun stuff, you know?
Well, camp was you did plot on me.
No, exactly.
With, like, our, like, water fights,
the benching, flowering, all that stuff.
Yeah. But that wasn't like, you didn't simmer on that.
No.
You're not holding on to that now. Maybe you still are. And you're like, wait till she turns 40 and I'll break all her bones. Bench her and just could you imagine? That's
it. Game over.
You're playing the long game. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, there's no need to be petty with you. You're very like, okay, Des, okay, I'm sorry, okay, I apologize. But it's when they're like, haha, I gotcha, and they're feeling good. I'm like, I just want to crush that spirit.
The motion that you did.
Crushing.
Like, it's so aggressive.
Because that's how I feel.
You're like, not just crush it. You want to, like, grind it to a pulp.
Yeah, I'm a very competitive person. So, like, I really have to restrain myself.
Oh, you know when you're petty with me? When we're playing games.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, my God.
That's the reason I don't play.
You'll be losing and talking the most shit. And it's like, how? Where do you get off being a loser that is acting like you've swept everyone under the rug when meanwhile you're there with all the damn dust bunnies?
All of it. When I play video games with Caden, I literally plug it out when I'm losing. Like,
yeah, you've done that before
all the time.
You've played games with, like, my friends, like, online, and they're just like, wait, Des, like, disconnected.
Yeah, like, I shut that shit off. I don't have time for this. Fuck you take me for a loser?
Yeah, sore
shut
one.
Up.
That's so funny. Okay, have you heard of actually, no. You know what? Before I get into what I want to ask you, I think now is a good time to get into listener questions because we are about halfway through. Okay. If you are listening and you want to write in to the podcast, you can do so by going to thissquareroom.com, or you can just go to thissquareroom.com/ask. But yeah, if you have a question, a story, anything that you want to share, we definitely would love to hear from you. We're going to do 2 today. I think you will be happy with both, Des, because both are people who have written in before.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So the first one, subject, Messi follow-up.
Yes! Bessie.
How do you know?
Bessie.
There's
you know what?
Been
it's
a lot
crazy
of messes on
because
this square room.
When you said that they were like somebody who wrote in, my immediate brain, I was like, please, Bessie, please, I need to know.
So she says, "Hey, Des and Joe, it's your girl, Messi Bessie, writing again."
Don't call yourself that.
I know, you see what you did?
I'm sorry.
That was all y'all, not me.
I'm sorry.
Writing in again with a follow-up. It's been a few months since everything went down, and let's just say it's definitely been messy.
Yes! Sorry, I love this shit.
This is her life.
I know, I love it.
We're not rooting for the mess for other people.
No, but she's walking those, the steps.
What?
I'm here to support her any way I can.
She's walking the steps?
I was going to go back to the board game.
Shit. Don't,
I'm
please.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Please, no. I'm not complaining, though, because I know I did it to myself. So, long story short, weeks... Oh, sorry. Because it has been a few months...
backstory.
Do you want to give a quick summary? I always love getting you to do the summary because you have a better memory with this stuff than me.
Okay, so Bessie has wrote in twice. The first time she wrote in... Yeah. Was New Year's. She gave us a New Year's story where she went to go visit her boyfriend and his family. She got there. The boyfriend...
It was just before New Year's.
Well, I thought it was for New Year's, like New Year's Eve.
The incident happened before New Year's, and then like the next time she saw the brother, it was New Year's, and they didn't address it. I'm pretty sure.
So she went to the boyfriend's house one day, and the boyfriend wasn't home yet. He was at the gym, and he was coming home just now. So when she got there, the parents were leaving, and the older brother was home, which is not a big deal. Like, she's been there plenty of times. So the parents let her in, the parents leave. She's in the living room, chilling, whatever. Her and the brother are talking. Cool. He asks, "Are you hungry?" She says, yes. They go to the kitchen. He fixes her a plate, and he was wearing some track pants and his... them gray sweatpants, ladies? Yeah, problems. And his little dang-a-lang brushed against her back, which gave her a shiver. And they looked into each other's eyes.
I think she said there was an attraction.
There was.
Before,
she was attracted to him. He's a good looking fella.
I mean, especially if he looks like the brother. Then.
And he's an older brother at that. And they fucked in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
she had sex with her boyfriend's
brother. Yes.
Twice.
Well, that was the first time. Mm-hmm. And then after that, they never spoke about it or anything again. And then the next time she went there, she wanted to address it, but then, because she wanted to talk to him about it. She was like, about last time. Mm. And he leaned in closer and was like, "I enjoyed all of it," which then proceeded to make her wet. And
I think you're paraphrasing, but yeah.
That's what he said.
You know what? You're probably not paraphrasing.
That's what he said. He said he enjoyed it. Didn't you? And she said, yeah, she did enjoy it. And then he got a little closer to her face and said, "Is this too close?" And she said, "No." And then they started making out. And she enjoyed that too. And then they started to fuck.
Yeah, because I was like...
in the living room.
I just remember the first one was
in the living room. And then they were kind of like, not cuddling, but kind of leaning on each other, cuddling a bit. And then the older brother got up and he was like, "All right, see you when I see you." And she was like, "What the fuck?" And then the door opens. And
he heard the brother coming home and was like, "I'm a dip."
Yeah. And that's the last we've heard from her.
Yeah, this was months ago. But yeah, okay, so she says, "So long story short, weeks after I last wrote in, things were weird between me and my boyfriend. He said he thought I was acting distant, but I felt like he was. I didn't know if he knew that his brother and I had hooked up twice, but he gave me vibes as if he knew. Ultimately, I was the one who pulled the plug because I had time to think about it. Plus, hearing what you guys said really hit me hard. I didn't want to be selfish and hurt someone that I cared about. Plus, I think I was catching feelings for his brother. It was sexy, mysterious, and wrong, which is why it felt so right. But I knew that his brother wasn't good and was for sure taking advantage of the opportunity. I don't believe he cared about me and it was just sex to him, but I guess I deserve that. Anyways, I broke up with my boyfriend and he didn't beg to stay, but he was very curious as to why we broke up. Because aside from the recent awkwardness, things were good. I ended up telling him that I cheated on him on a drunken night out. He was pissed, but I didn't have the heart to tell him that I cheated on him with his brother.
I couldn't even hold that one in. Fuck. Because if I... Oh, my... Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hold it. I'm almost done. I didn't have the heart to tell him that I cheated on him with his brother. I feel like it would have crushed him and ruined the family dynamic. His brother had the balls to like a few of my pictures on Instagram a couple weeks after my boyfriend and I broke up. And you know what that means. I'm pretty sure he was trying to potentially hook up again. It makes me mad that my relationship is falling apart because of all this, yet he and his brother are fine and his brother is still hitting me up. I'm feeling really petty. We were just talking about pettiness. I'm feeling really petty and I want to tell my ex that it was his brother that I cheated with, but I don't know if I'm just in my feelings. What do you guys think I should do? Thanks for hearing me out, Bessie.
Fuck, I've been waiting for you to write in.
I'm going to just take the back burner and I'm going to let Des, because I think if I try to talk first, Des is going to burst at the seams.
I'm dying right now.
I'm going to just let...
I feel a headache coming on, which is crazy because I don't really get headaches. But when I yelled out, fuck, I got a little lightheaded.
Yeah, you just exerted too much energy.
Yeah.
You're like your son. Like, I don't want to move right now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my head.
That's all you can say, just fuck.
Yeah. So
that's what got us into this mess, Des.
I'm glad you broke up with your boyfriend. Not I'm glad. It's unfortunate, but I'm glad that
I think you did the right
Hugh
thing.
talked some sense into you and Joe, because I wasn't saying that. I was saying, do you?
I said that they... Oh, you weren't. No, I was definitely team, like, first of all, stop
all of that
dealing with this thing, but like ultimately if you want a future with the person, you have to be honest. Like it would just, and it seemed like it was eating her away at her. And I also told her that it seems like she had some feelings for the way she described.
See, I was saying
it was like when you have a crush, you're like, oh, this person's this and that, and your friends are like, you like this person, like, you know.
Yeah, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think it was eating away at her until the whole cuddling thing. And we brought up the fact that he does not care. Like,
but the way that she was describing them cuddling, and then like how she felt, it was nice, and then like how, I think from what I remember, you have a better memory than me, but I feel like she was very like caught off guard when he just like was like, gotta go, and she was like kind of, she was sad.
In the moment. Yeah, she was sad. She said she was sad.
She did. Okay, yeah. And like that was when me like reading it, and I was like, okay, I see you. Like, you really like this guy. Like, it's not just a friends with benefits thing, and that is messy because that is your brother, your boyfriend's brother. And that's not no bueno.
I think that this is the pettiness really talking. You just kind of have to let it be. You had your time to tell him that it was the brother, and you chose not to for a reason. Now you just want to tell him because you want the brother to be hurt. You're not thinking about your ex's feelings. Because if you tell him it's his brother, this will mash him up more than it will mash the brother up. So yeah, it sucks that the brother's out there laughing and having fun with his brother that you are fucking.
And liking her pictures.
Yeah, no, that's on purpose. Yeah, I want to fuck. You guys aren't together now. I want to fuck.
She said he liked a few. So
yeah,
like,
I'm doing it on purpose. I'm trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, the fuck.
Everyone knows that's like you're trying to get
especially
attention.
The time of like day that you're gonna like it. If you like it like late at night and you're like multiple of my pictures, you want me to message you or reach out.
And and it's the timing of it all too. He's like, well, you're not with my brother anymore.
You see what I'm saying? We don't have to tell nobody. No, thank you very much. You're gonna be sad for a while, and it's gonna suck because everyone's gonna seem happy but you. Because you lost a boyfriend and you lost a fuck partner. But that's a part of life. Do I think you did the right thing? Technically, yeah. Would I have done that? Probably not.
You would have just stayed in the relationship?
I would have stayed right there.
First and foremost, I think you saying that like there was like a weird distance between you and your boyfriend, I think that was like your subconscious. Like,
yeah, that's all on you. It wasn't him. It was you.
Yeah.
It's because you know you did something, so you don't want to overcompensate, which makes you undercompensate.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe it. That's what I think. I think that it was the right thing to break it off, or at least to tell him and like, you know, like, hey, I cheated, and if he wants to stay with you, he wants to stay with you. But like, it is a messy situation, because it's one thing to admit that you cheated on someone is huge, because you could have broken up and just not said anything. Mm-hmm. So I commend you for that, because it's not easy, and like that to me tells me that like you have a good heart and like good intentions despite doing some not so great things.
It felt great.
Just because it felt great doesn't mean it was great. Shut up, Des. No, but you know what I mean? And like, but I don't know if it was you, Des, and you were in the situation where like you knew you had to tell the person that you cheated, would you say like, oh, it was with your sister?
Fuck no. I would even tell you it was a drunken night.
Well, I think she was trying to make up a story. Because he was like, when did it happen? How did it happen? Like, most people would ask, like, you cheated on me. When?
I don't want. Who? I would just be like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, it does, like, what's done is done. Like, and I feel like shit for it. So, like, I don't want to talk about
maybe
it.
They're like, oh, is it someone I know?
No,
that's why people ask you who. Because if you just say Sherry from the grocery store, they're like, I don't know who that is, right? But
why do people always want to know?
People ask
but
who.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's
like, for me,
nature.
I want to know the least amount of detail.
We love to know details that will hurt us.
That's
I don't know
fucking
why.
crazy to me.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Oh God.
Because I'd be like, with who? When?
That's crazy.
When did this happen?
Like, what is wrong with you guys?
Tell me how it happened. Like, did you?
You want me to show you the video? Like,
no, but like, in my head, like those are the questions I would ask, and then.
But what effect does that question have with?
I guess
the fact that I cheated.
Want to know everything because you're trying to make. I don't know. It's not a rational thing. No, I'm not the only one who thinks this.
No. I've heard this plenty of times, and I think it's fucking insane.
I don't know why.
As soon as you tell me you cheated, okay.
You cheated? When did you cheat on me?
I don't.
With who?
But
how did this? Wait,
crazy.
Back up. How did this happen? Wait. Were you guys talking? Was it an emotional connection or just a physical connection?
Do you like them?
Yeah. How long was this going on?
Fuck?
Was it one time or was this over?
My
like
God.
These are all the questions. I don't know.
I've heard these questions so many times. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my.
You wouldn't ask any questions?
Not one. You cheat on me, Des. You know. The reason why we broke up, I'm going to be honest with you, is because I cheated on you. Okay. If you tell me who, we have a problem.
Why?
For you to tell, especially if it's somebody that I know.
Like, I cheated on you with someone from work. It means nothing.
So every time I think about your fucking work, I got to think about you cheating on me. Every time I think about...
But now it's like, now you're like, who is it? Is this someone smiling in my face?
See, I don't want to know that, though.
Stranger?
Even if you're like, oh, it was on a drunken night. So every time you go out, you're just fucking when you're drunk. Why didn't you just call me if you wanted to fuck so bad?
Because I didn't want to fuck you.
Yeah, quite evidently. Yeah, no. And especially if it's somebody I'm close with. I have 2 friends that it's acceptable for any girl I'm with to ever cheat on me with them. That's perfectly fine. We can have a conversation about it. Whether it's emotional or physical. If it's physical, I completely understand. If it's emotional, if you guys like each other, because no girl is coming in between those 2 friendships. That's for fucking sure.
Yes.
That's for fucking sure.
But for you to say the phrase...
I'm okay with it. I understand. I get it.
It's acceptable.
I'd fuck them too if I was attracted to them. Cat's out the bag.
Just the silence of you and I staring at each other.
Cat's out the bag. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I don't know why people lie about things. Like, it is what it is. These are my 2 closest friends.
I have some very close, attractive friends as well. I don't feel the same.
If you cheat on me with them, I'm not going to be mad at them. And if I really like you, I don't want to be mad at you. If you guys like each other in an emotional way, I can't stop your emotions. They're your emotions.
You know that clip of like Cardi B, and she's like, "I wish you well in hell." That's how I would feel. Like, I wish you guys well. I hope you're happy with your little devil babies.
Oh my God, yeah, I've heard that too.
Devil spawn.
I've had that one.
What?
I hope when your son grows up, he knows you're a piece of shit. I'm like, all right, there's no need for this. Oh shit!
Like, you've heard that like personally. I thought you just meant like shit people say. Oh my God, damn.
I'm glad you're laughing.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry.
I've been through it all. But don't be petty. Just let it go. You're already in the wrong for doing what you did. There's no need to put salt on the wound because you're not gonna hurt the brother. You're hurting your ex, and there's no need for that. You already mash him up a little bit.
Do it. Be petty.
be petty. You want her to go to her ex and be like,
do it.
To tell you the truth, it
Tell
was
him.
your brother I slept with twice.
Tell him.
He will fight you. I will fight you.
Show receipts if you have them.
You're going to look me in my face and tell me you fucked my brother?
Do it. Expose him.
Why are you telling me this now?
He's a dog.
Why are you telling me this now?
He's hitting you up after.
That's between you and him.
He doesn't deserve
Why
shit.
are you dragging me back into this?
I know. Poor boyfriend. He deserves better, but tell him. Blow it up. Blow up his life. No,
I do want to see what happens if she does tell him. I'm not going to lie to you.
No. Okay. Part of me, for the sake of the brother, like, to me, I don't care how, like, in my head, like, we don't know what he looks like, right? But in my head, I'm like, he's fine as hell.
He's fine as fuck.
Tall, dark, handsome.
He's got a little 4-6 pack going on.
4'6"?
Yeah, 4 or 6, you know?
Oh, I was like, 46?
That's a lot.
I'm like, that's not attractive. No, but I'm like, you know, like, I have this vision of him. And like,
it's the smile, right? It's when he smiles. You're just like, oh.
But to me, he's not shit. The way he's acting, the way he's treating her, I'm like, that's your brother's girlfriend. Like, you're disgusting. Like, it's actually disgusting. And I think it's worse on him because that's your brother.
Yeah.
That is your family. So that's why I'm like, blow it up. But Des is right. When are you like the moral high ground and I'm the one who's like, do it?
Because I feel bad.
No, for the sake of the boyfriend, like, it doesn't do him any good. But like, ooh, I want you to blow that man's life up. Not the brother, the boyfriend. I mean, not the boyfriend, the brother.
What I wouldn't advise you to do, because any conversation you have with, like, if I'm the boyfriend, if I'm the brother, any conversation you have with me, I'm going to try and have sex with you. But I was going to say,
trap him.
Well, not trap him. I was going to say, go straight to him.
And then, like, have your camera recording and be like, no, I don't want to do this. We can't do this again. We've already done it twice when I was dating so-and-so. And you catch it on video, and then you just, like...
Do what with it?
Send it to the world.
Yeah, so the brother can be more embarrassed.
Yes, because here's the thing. If she does go...
No, for the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend to be more embarrassed.
Not actually to the world. But, like, to the brother. But, like, here's the thing. If she were to hypothetically go tell him, his brother would be like, no, he didn't. I don't even talk to this girl.
No, I was going to say she should go to the brother.
But if she has receipts, she'll be like,
whoop, 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 whoop.
oh, look at it.
She could just go to the brother and be like, yo, leave me alone. I don't want to do this no more. Da, 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 da.
And the dick was whack.
And if you don't stop, I will tell him it was you. I saved you. But I agree with Joe a little bit.
He doesn't care. He
does care. He doesn't care because he knows
what
she doesn't have the
ball.
Brother. She does not have the balls to do it.
They're a close family too.
They are a close family.
Closer than he thinks.
And she's right in between it.
Seriously. Weren't we talking about double penetration last week?
Yep.
Shoot,
maybe
if you tell the brother, he'll be like, hey, keep it in the family.
Hey. You see what I'm saying?
Like maybe his brother, like how Des said, like there's certain people that he'll like give it a pass to. So maybe that's his maybe you don't know. Maybe
he'll be hurt because you guys were in a relationship, but maybe he'd be like, okay.
You should have just told me. We could have
worked something out.
Could have. Choo choo. Is it a train if it's two people? As long as it's one right after the other, right?
Yeah.
But
or it could be a battery.
No, we have to do the right thing. We have to tell you to do the right thing here. Do we have to?
We don't have to.
We're not like legal. This isn't legal advice.
No,
anything we say, like, you have to take with a grain of salt or sometimes with a whole damn salt shaker.
I understand that petty fire is burning. I can feel it.
The fact that I'm feeling it more than you, and like you're like the petty king, so I know deep down. You're like,
for sure. Tell him. Fuck all of that. Fuck all. Your oldest son is a piece of shit.
Yeah, straight to the parents.
And then walk away with a smile.
Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, your son
ain't
fucked me and not the one I was dating.
In the kitchen and in the living room.
Right by your food.
You remember the time that you guys left? Mm-hmm. I was waiting for my boyfriend and he wanted to make me food and he did more than that.
Raw.
And came on my back.
Was it back or butt?
Butt, back. I just assumed it was back and it dripped down a little bit, but it was butt.
Oh my God, The visuals.
I'm picturing her with some cheeks. How you mean? Let me grips that up. Stop playing.
Ew. I can't be in this room with you right now. I need to go. I need to find an exit.
I was just saying. I was picturing the whole thing, man.
I need an adult.
She was wearing a skirt. Hike that up.
So her question is, what do you guys think I should do? Ultimately, we think that you need to not say anything, but like we really low-key want you to. But for the sake of your ex-boyfriend,
yeah,
he deserves better than what you and your what the brother did, and exposing that, it will feel better for you, and the brother does deserve it, but the ex-boyfriend does not. So because you can't hurt one without hurting the other, it's just kind of like, you know what? Let karma deal with it, because guess what? I'm sure the next girl that comes,
and he'll get caught that time.
Yeah. You can only do things so long without getting caught. So like, girl, focus on yourself. You did the right thing. Ultimately, you stepped away from the relationship. You pulled the plug. You admitted to cheating, which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you left out one huge detail, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, most people wouldn't say it anyways, and I think you're just on your journey to becoming a better person on that path. So,
yeah, I agree.
You know, don't stoop to the petty levels, although, girl, I feel you. Oh my God.
Right with you.
But if you do, tell us.
No, 1,000%.
We're not advising that you should. But
you can be like, yo, you know, this is between us.
You can say, hypothetically,
what would happen if I did tell him?
If there was a goose that fucked another goose's girlfriend.
I had a dream.
Okay, MLK. But yeah, that is our advice to you. Thank you for the follow-up, though.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I was actually going to page you.
Page?
I was going to, what do they call it? Confront? It's not confront. I'm not in front
the
of
girl.
Because I want to know, what the fuck? You can't leave me like that.
Yeah, but she was going through a breakup and all this stuff.
Nah, but I didn't know that. Now that I know, I understand.
Yeah, you gotta like give her some slack.
And we don't have to call you Messi Bessie.
She called herself Bessie
I know,
this time.
I don't like it.
No, we need a new name, like a redemption name, because she's not trying to be messy anymore. I was gonna say something, but I'm like, that's not right.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say the opposite of messy is clean. I'm like, well, she identifies as a she/her, so I was gonna say Mr. Clean, but that's not Mr. Clean. So I was like, who's a famous cleaning lady? And I was like, Consuela. But
that's not nice. We're not gonna call her Consuela.
No, but like, that's why I said I can't say it.
What's that Spanish girl on the Cheetah Girls? What's her name?
The character's name or the?
Yeah.
I don't remember the character's name. I know it's played by Adrian Bailon, but I don't know what the character's name is.
Okay, then never mind. I don't know.
That's First of all, you're more wrong, because I said Consuelo. You're like, what's a Spanish girl's name? No. She gave us no indication of her ethnicity.
Whatsoever.
I was going with the cleaning theme. You are just racist.
I am. And I'm not going to lie about it. I am.
Say it with your chest.
I am.
Creep. No, we'll think of a name. But like, you know.
Or you can just tell us your name.
Well, no, she didn't want
to. Or what
to.
name you prefer.
No, we can't do that. We always assign names.
I know, but...
Now we're just letting them have free reign?
We gave her a name, and I feel bad.
Okay, how about instead of Bessie, we just call her Betty?
Betty Crocker?
No, but like, just, I don't know, it's close. It's like people who are listening know who we're referring to. But
Fine, that's fair.
Or like Betsy.
Betsy. We can do Betsy.
Not Messi Betsy.
No, just Betsy. Just Betsy.
You're like, yeah. Okay.
You have been baptized by the square room, Betsy.
You're not Betsy anymore. Okay, the second question. Again, if you want to write in, it's thissquareroom.com. The second question is from our boy Jacob.
Jeez.
He says, "Hi guys. So some stuff has happened.
Oh fuck.
And I just came to the realization that my parents are fucked." Tez. To be fair, he didn't put a period there. I don't know why I read it that way.
Yeah, okay.
He said, my parents are fucked. My mom is cheating on my dad. My dad is cheating on my mom.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you see why I had to put the period there?
Oh my God.
Yeah. My big sis has a victim mentality and needs constant validation from others, causing her to have terrible relationships with other guys. To be honest, I wouldn't want to date her. My little sis is faking, or maybe not, a mental disorder, and I'm becoming more and more withdrawn from my family and more non-caring. Pretty sure they can tell. My thought process in this is that it's not my problem, and even if I do tell them what's wrong, that they probably won't even change or attempt to. Nothing's up with my big bro. Thank God. Because the last big bro was...
Yeah.
At least we got a good one. Anyways... that's what's going on in my life. What would you guys do in my position? That's a lot. That's heavy. Okay, we'll start from the top. We'll start with the parents.
All right. First of all, that's none of your business. That part I'm staying out of. I definitely understand what you're saying, where like maybe even if they don't know that they're cheating on each other, you know.
Well, because I was gonna say, do we know for sure? Because I know people who've like speculated, like, oh, I'm pretty sure my mom cheated on my dad, or
but
whatever
you're
it is.
not 100% sure,
right? And I think unless you know one hundo,
he knows.
He probably knows, but I'm just saying, if it like. Speculation is not good for your mental health. It's just not.
Exactly.
The what ifs, like you can go through a million different possibilities of like,
and
what if this,
wrong.
what if that. Your mind is honestly can be its own worst enemy. Yeah. I've been there, Des has been there, we've all been there. And if you allow yourself to spiral with all these what ifs, you'll do just that. You'll spiral. So if it's just like you have a strong feeling, try to suppress it and try to just appreciate your parents for human beings. They fuck up. Listen, adults, I mean, shoot. It's like the older you get and the more you see, like, I'm like, I still feel like I need an adult sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm an adult. But then I look at people older than me, I'm like, yo, you're a mess. You're legit a mess. And it's like, that's the thing, like, you never really, like, you're human, right? But like when you have kids, your kids idolize you, like you set the standard, so they always feel like, oh, like mom and dad can do no wrong, but like they are human, and I'm not saying it's right. Obviously, we just talked about cheating. Cheating is not right, but I kind of agree with Des in a sense of like it's not your business because that is their problem. That is not your problem. It becomes your problem when it affects you, which obviously it is. And honestly, I would say just tell them. Be like, hey, mom and dad, like, I don't, like, don't be like, I know you're cheating, but like, just be like, I don't know what's going on with you, but like, it makes me feel XYZ. As a parent, when your kid, no. If my child was like, mom, when you do this, it makes me feel blah, 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 I'd be like, oh my God, my baby, like, I'm horrible. And you would try and like, you have an open dialogue. What do you think?
I'm staring at you as you're talking. I'm just like, no. Okay, so with the parents, right? I think because you don't know the conversations they have, that's why I say stay out of it. Because maybe they know what each other's doing, and maybe it's like, okay, we're gonna stay together for the sake of our kids, but I'm not in love with you. You're not in love with me. In today's society, it's very hard to live on your own comfortably. You know,
shit's expensive.
Exactly. So maybe they have an understanding. You're not going to bring anybody into this house. I'm not going to bring anybody into this house.
No, here's the thing. I'm not saying like, that's why I said like, I somewhat agree. Like it's his parents' business, but it does become his business when it falls back onto him and his siblings. And
he was just being nosy. That's how he found out. Jacob is like me.
So you're saying if it was you know that you go digging and find stuff and then that's how, but that doesn't mean that's how he knows.
That's how he knows. Look at me, Joe. Look at me. That's how Jacob knows. He maybe had his mom's phone one day and went through some text messages that he fucking shouldn't have and saw some shit he shouldn't have and was like, wow. And then he's been kind of watching their movements and he's like, huh, this is unlike dad. Yeah, he's doing the same thing too. Oh, this is my friend. Do you know how I got introduced to my mom's boyfriend? This is my friend.
It's always the friend.
We went to Woody Woodchuck's for my brothers because they were young. And I was like, okay, cool. My mom wants me to come to whatever. No problem. Not my problem. I'm sitting there.
Woody Woodchuck's is like another
like a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know if that's only a Canadian thing. So
I apologize. Yeah. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese. So my brothers are there having fun, having a great time. My mom ordered food. We normally don't get food from here. My mom ordered food, everything. So I'm a little bit suspicious already. And then, somebody walks by and my mom's like, oh, hey, oh, Des, this is so-and-so, this is Des. And he happened to come with his kids, obviously, because that's why he's at Woody Woodchuck's. And in my brain, nothing was a problem. A couple months later, I was talking to somebody who was speculating, who was just a little bit older than me. And, they're asking me, oh, like, have you ever met this person? I'm like, yeah, that's my mom's friend. They're like, oh, like, when did you meet them? And I was like, oh, and they're like, you don't think that's kind of suspicious? Like, they just happened to be there at the same time. And I was like, now that you bring it up. You might be onto something.
Stupid.
So then I kind of like, I was watching movements around the house. You started
to pay extra close attention.
And then I have her passwords for everything.
Oh, God.
So I started snooping. And oh shit, she doesn't know this. Honestly, if any of my family's listening, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. She doesn't know any of this. So I started snooping.
Snitching on yourself.
And I was going through her emails and everything. And I'm like, I see that was on purpose. And then I was just like, whatever. That's not my business. I acted like I didn't know anything and I left everything alone. And then one day, years later, I'm like, 19, 20, and I'm at work. And the question got brought up.
They were emailing each other back and forth?
Yeah.
I've never, emailed sorry. That's just an old person thing to do. So,
it's the least suspicious, especially back in the day when you don't have email on your phone like that.
Yeah, but, they were still texting or calling. Just call.
That's too obvious. That's how you get catch.
Oh, no, apparently you get catch by having a snooping son.
Years later, we're at work and we were talking about the fact that if your child, if you're leaving because you're over the relationship, call it, and you're at the door and your child, young child, stops you and says, mommy, daddy, I don't want you to leave. Would you leave? My mom looked me in my face and said, yes, she would leave because she deserves happiness too. Okay, now I know where I fucking stand in your life because I told everybody not a chance. I could never, especially if that's a little girl. My heart is mash up. I will stay in that relationship and I will be mash up. We'll have our agreement, but whatever.
You took that shit for
personal, 100%. So when I say it's none of your business, they're grown folks. They know how to handle their business. If it's affecting you emotionally, I can understand.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think it's affecting him emotionally.
I don't think he needs to just.
He's just saying they're a fucking mess.
If my parents are fucked, yeah, I mean, he didn't really say that specifically. I just feel like it's an accumulation of everything that is making him feel the way he feels, which is totally understandable.
Yeah, of course.
So it's if their behavior is contributing to that, you talk to them about their behavior and how it affects you, not their business.
Yeah, exactly. If it's
that's
really,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you do this, it makes me feel this.
Okay,
not,
fair enough.
You out
I know
there
you're
in these
cheating,
streets.
and this is how it makes me feel.
Yeah, no, this stuff that if it's truly affecting him, and any parent, I think even a dad, they're gonna go about it differently than a mother, but they're gonna be yo, son,
fuck yeah,
What?
I stopped going to school. Thought anybody could tell me shit. Ain't nobody's in this house anyways. Nobody comes home on time when they're supposed to. You finish work at 3 and it is 10. Don't worry when I come home.
What I will say, so he says his big sister has a victim mentality and needs constant validation from others, which causes her to have terrible relationships with other guys. To the point when she's so even though that's his sister and so love this person, the way she is, he wouldn't even want to date someone
Let me go.
I want to go.
Okay.
You went with Betsy, right?
Yeah,
Betsy?
but you went with mom and dad.
Okay, go.
Okay, with your older sister, I think you should bring it up with her and talk to her and let her know, because sometimes you have to hear things from multiple people, and it just takes that one person to hear it from, where you're like, fuck yeah, you know what, you're right, I need to do better, or whatever the case is.
I only half agree with that.
Okay, go.
I think that she does need to hear it, and by all means bring it up, but she's not going to change right now.
No, I don't need her to change. As long as you say it. And this is how I feel about everything in life. If you want to say something, say it. As long as it's nothing super disrespectful or, super racist or whatever. If you want to say something, Joe, honestly, I've noticed that every boyfriend you date, they were kind of a certain way, and they're pieces of shit, and they treat you like shit. You deserve to be treated better. Why are you letting them treat you like this?
True, it is how you say it.
Yeah, and then, she can tell you to fuck off because it's none of your business.
Yeah.
No problem. But she can't say you have not, as her brother or sibling, you weren't there for her or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. The reason I say that it won't change is because if she has that victim mentality, she's gonna still be in the victim mentality. She's gonna be like, you don't you don't understand. Jacob doesn't know what's going on. He's just getting at no matter what you say, the person's it's just gonna be woe is me. Yeah. But agree with Des in the sense of like it still should be said.
Yeah.
Because at least you said it and it's in the back of their mind. And if you don't address it, then they're just gonna go down that cycle and just think. But like that one, I know it's stressful for you, but like it's not gonna change right now. But hopefully showing her that you're there for her and like just planting the seed in a friendly, like it doesn't have to be like a whole intervention, because that's not gonna go over well. Because if she has a victim mentality, you have to understand, what you're doing no now. Matter what you say, it's gonna come off as an attack. Yep. So that's why you just have to be like Des said, don't say you always pick bad guys and you do this and you're a victim and look how these guys treat you. Be like, no, you deserve better, and I see this pattern and I don't know why you let them do this. Well, I should say you let them. No, but it's like you deserve so much better and you're so much better than these guys, and why, like, you know, you really have to say it in a way that's not making this person feel attacked.
Yeah, you can't ask them questions.
Even then it's not gonna change right away, but like it'll plant a seed, and like that's what you can hope for. Yeah. But like with that one, that is a longer process, and she's not gonna learn that. It's gonna take her time. I know people like that, and it sucks, but I mean, hey, here's hoping that like some people get over that phase of their life faster than others, but it is one of those things you have to come to terms with on your own.
Yeah.
But knowing, like I said, planting that seed and showing her that like you're there for her and like you see this and whatever, like that's really what you can do in that situation.
For sure.
Was there anything else you wanted to say about the big sister?
No, my brain's on to the little sister.
So it says a little sister is faking, or maybe not, a mental disorder. And then, well, that was it for the little sister. Then like he's becoming more and more withdrawn. So okay, well, little sister and then him.
Okay, you first. I went first last time.
All I was gonna say is that one's tricky because I feel like, I mean, again, only child, so I don't know, but like the youngest sibling, I feel like they're often like somewhat like babied, right? That's what they say. But I also think that with a lot going on in the household, especially like if you're feeling a lot of this, like maybe she is as well, and like maybe she's not faking it, or it could be like she wants it, like the baby wants the attention, and like I don't know, like it's hard because like we don't know what she's doing, what she's acting, we don't know what the mental illness is. It's a little bit tricky, but what I would say is similar to the older sister, just be like, hey, like I'm here for you, and like if it is serious, encourage her to go to the doctor, and like, you know, there's like plenty of resources for mental health, like talk therapy. I mean, if she's younger than you, like I wouldn't say like put her on medication, but hey, some people may need to. But like if she's able to talk to someone, and all I need to do is start with you. And like I guess it's weird because like I know siblings don't always like have those type of conversations, especially when they're younger. Like maybe when you're older, you have those talks with your siblings. But if you feel like you're noticing this, say something. Like if you see something, say something. One of those things. Be like, yo, are you okay? Like you seem kind of depressed, or you seem very anxious. Is everything all right? And she might be like, oh no. And then you're like, okay. And then maybe a few days later, you're like, oh, you good? Like, you know, just show her that like I'm here for you. If you want to talk, I'm here. And then if she's faking it, having someone to talk to, I think will alleviate the need for that attention seeking in that way. So it's like either way, I think having you, and like also encourage her, like, hey, oh, what about your best friend? Like, have you know, like encourage her. You don't want to be like the only one that she can emotionally unload on, because that's going to be a lot for you. But being there for her and showing her that, like, you know, encouraging her to talk to one or maybe two people who are very close to her. You don't want her to just be talking about her business to everybody because, you know, friends suck and they will betray you. But like if you have, you know.
Don't we know it, Mikey?
But even Jacob with what's that guy?
He wasn't a friend. Fuck him.
Oh, well. But you know what I mean? So yeah, don't take all of this on your own, because it's a lot for you to take on the emotional baggage that you're, you know, weighing in from your parents, from your big sister, from your little sister. Be there for them, but also prioritize yourself. And like that brings me to him, but I'm gonna let you address the little sister.
Okay, so with little sister, I agree with a lot of what Joe said. Like, you know, maybe she's faking it, maybe she's not. But like you said, your family's going through a lot, and if you can see it, maybe she can see it. And as the youngest child, you know, I don't know how old she is, she's used to the attention because everybody else is older and more independent. So she's used to the attention, and if mom and dad are going AWOL, they're not giving her that attention. And siblings are used to, you know, you're older, so you're used to going off with your friends or your girlfriend or oldest brother's gone here, oldest sister's gone with this guy, nobody's really home, and she's here by herself. And
or even the opposite, if they are, but it's lots of like, the older sister is just
crying
in
and
bad,
her emotions.
Yeah, the parents have tension.
Older brother's in his room.
Sometimes when they're in the household,
is worse than outside.
Yeah, so it's like,
yeah,
it could be either one. It could be either end of the spectrum.
I agree with Joe, but I think first it just starts off with, before you even say anything to her about like whatever she's going through, is just being your presence, right? For example, if she's sitting on the couch, maybe watching TV or just there doing God knows what, you just being there and she's like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, nothing. And you're just texting or whatever you're doing on your phone. That's not a big deal. You're around her. The more you're around her, the more comfortable she will be to open up with her.
True.
Because right now,
rather than just jumping in,
exactly.
So what's going on? It's like, I'm not telling you shit.
Yeah, like, you're my brother, so what? Suck my dick.
Yeah.
So, so I would say like just be around her. Try and hang out with her. Try and be her friend before you kind of ask her what's going on with her.
Yeah.
But for sure, like. Because you're me, I get it. It's like everyone's fucked and you know how to fix everyone, but you're like, ugh, why do I give a fuck?
Yeah, but it's not even about knowing how to fix. Like, you can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed or want to acknowledge that they need fixing. Or we
can.
Okay, you sound like Joe from You.
That's pretty funny.
I can fix you.
But yeah, with your little sister, because she's a little sister, and you got to remember, being older, like I had the same issue kind of with my brother. My brother, that's the middle one. He was like a little shit, and he was always very like troublesome, and like at school they're like, okay, maybe he has some kind of problem. They put him in some program, and of course I had to drop him, and I'm like, I don't want to drop him. This is not my fucking business, not my child, and all this stuff. And like being around, like I always used to be like, go to your room, like stay away from me kind of thing. So now that we're older and we can talk, last year I think it was, I sat down, or the year before that, I sat down and I talked to him, and I was like, I apologize for the way I treated you. Like, it was the best way I knew how, because I knew what me and my friends were doing, and I didn't want him to be around that. So I kind of shunned him, which probably made him feel like nobody wants him around. Mm-hmm. Because mom and dad aren't home, they're at work, and I'm at home with them, but I don't want you around. Mm-hmm. So who are you left to talk to? Nobody. So I kind of was like, okay, that, my bad. I didn't handle that well, blah, blah. But he was kind of like, no, it's fine. But it might be fine to him now, but at the time it wasn't fine. And that's probably why a lot of the reasons he is the way he is. So if you can help your younger sister in any way, even if it's just for her to know that she can confide in you and you not tell the whole family her business, then that's the least you can do. And then if you have to confide in us because you need to talk to somebody, we're always here. This is what we're here for.
Yeah. And then on that note, he says he is becoming more and more withdrawn from his family and more non-caring, and he's pretty sure that they can tell. He says, my thought process in this is that it's not my problem, and even if I do tell them what's wrong with them, they probably won't change or even attempt to. What I have to say to that is, you can only control yourself and your own actions. You can want the world for someone, and if they don't want it, it doesn't matter. And all you're going to do is exhaust yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, trying to do that for someone else. The saying is like, you can bring a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink.
Do you know what my 6th grade teacher told me?
Drown it. Yeah, I remember.
Every time everyone says that, I'm like, I don't know.
The thing. Well, no, but it's not drinking the water. You're just holding its head underwater and drowning it.
Start drinking or die. No. That's what he told me.
But you know what I mean? It's like you've heard the things I've said. I encourage you to talk to every person in your family in different ways. But with that being said, you cannot take on their emotional issues on yourself, at least not completely. I mean, you love them, they're your family, whatever. Like, you're gonna somewhat kind of take that on, and it seems like you have. And like, because you are withdrawing from your family because it's causing you, stress, and it's causing you, you're just like not in a good place because of all of this stress. And like, it's, what's the word I'm looking for, Des?
I'm not good with words.
True. I don't know. I'm just saying you need to prioritize yourself. Prioritize things that make you happy, bring you happiness. Don't consciously withdraw from your family, give them a chance. They are human. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. And even parents, I know we look up to parents as like, you can't make mistakes, but like they 100% do. And like with every year of your life, you will learn that, like, trust me, we don't have it figured out. I still look at some people, like people in like the corporate world and like even like politicians. I'm like, how are you? Like, I'm like, so when you hear like politicians like doing all these parties and doing drugs and hookers, I'm like, that makes sense because they're fucking human. And it's just like, it sucks to see, but like, you know, you just have to understand that everyone is going through their own issues. So like your parents are going through their own thing together separately. Your older sister's going through her stuff. Your big brother's probably going through stuff too, but it's just not stuff that projects onto you. He knows how to keep it together. Yeah. And like, great for him. And that's wonderful. But like, everyone's going through their stuff. You cannot make other people's problems your own. But when you do care about people, reach out, show them that you care and show them that you're, you know, but like you have to prioritize yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you said. That was pretty well summed up.
Oh, you don't have anything else to add?
No. You remind me of me, like I already said. And one thing that I learned is to just speak to people. Because before I would be like you, like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm over this shit. I don't care. Like you guys do whatever you want. I don't care. But the older you get, you're like, okay, you know, maybe people do need someone to talk to. Not everybody's like us and can control ourselves. You know, not a lot of people know when they're wrong and can admit when they're wrong and try and make steps to change. And that's, you know, it's fine. Everyone learns at different rate and handles things at different rate.
And not just that, I don't think it's really good for him to withdraw either. I know people who have withdrawn in their, like, you know, teens, early 20s, sometimes even earlier. And it's like, when you withdraw constantly, especially from people like family, I feel like emotionally it makes you build up a wall, and that can affect your future friendships, your future relationships, and it's not great. Obviously, everyone needs to know when to disconnect from a bad or toxic relationship. I'm not saying you need to always put yourself out there, but like, don't withdraw unless it's necessary for your own self-preservation. If you're just over it and you're annoyed, by all means you can feel that way, but don't
completely withdraw.
Yeah, it's not healthy in the long run.
You can take a step back to take a breath.
Right, take a step back. Maybe, and that's the thing, talk to them. But instead of just like not addressing it and withdrawing, first of all, the other people don't know what's going on. They're just like, why is Jacob acting this way? Like, what's going on, you know? Yeah. Be like, hey, you know, with the parents, like, you know, I've been feeling this way, you're acting this way, and it makes me feel this way. Or like, you know, your sisters, like, telling them, at least if they feel like you're a little bit more withdrawn, they understand why, rather than just like, you know.
Yeah.
People just need to, we've had so many conversations on this podcast, so it's like communication literally goes so freaking far, but like people don't want to do it. And I get it, your reservation is, what's the point, because they're not going to take my advice anyways. But like Des said, it's like, at least you can sit back and say, I told you so.
Yeah, I'm about to have a conversation with my whole family too, so I'm going to sit them all down in the living room and break them down one by one and tell them what I think of them.
Oh God.
Not in a bad way, but like,
it doesn't sound like it's a good way.
It's not necessarily good, but I need them to understand perspective, and that's what people don't understand perspective. Like, for example, like what you're saying about your parents, maybe they think that they're being very slick and secretive about it, when all the kids fucking know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe because some things your older sister saw, maybe that's why she is the way she is. And, you know, your little sister's going through, maybe your older brother seems like he's not going through nothing because he's been withdrawn, because he's seen shit years ago that you don't even know about.
Maybe.
So it's like, perspective is a lot of it. And when you communicate your perspective, where others can be like, okay, I understand, you know. And then maybe after you have a conversation, your parents will be like, you know what, this isn't working. Let's do it this way. You know, maybe we do have to separate for the sake of the kids.
Yeah.
Because to me, the most important things are like the younger kids, because the world is fucked already and we don't need more fucked people. So if you can help your family in any way, shape, or form, why not?
Yeah, but for sure, you know, take care of yourself.
Talk to your older brother about it too.
Yeah, be like, bro, do you see how fucked the family is? Yeah. Like, yo, you're just
Trust
seeing
me,
it?
you know what I mean? And then you'll feel a little bit better, like, okay,
I'm not crazy, I'm not alone.
Exactly. And be like, yo,
I'm not the only one who sees.
What's going on with, you know, Tasha? Like, what the fuck?
And also just know that, like, as fucked up as you may feel like your family situation is, trust me, a lot of
Jacob,
families
holla.
Yeah, seriously.
Holla.
Yeah, no. Like it is fucked up.
Me and you can share some stories. So, if you want to talk one-on-one, you know where to find me.
But yes, so Betsy, Jacob, we totally understand. I shouldn't say totally.
I totally understand both.
You can't say totally because you're not in their shoes, but we have a good understanding.
I totally understand both.
We have an understanding of what you guys are going through. Our hearts go out to both of you, and we tried to give you our best advice. But I think the most important part in both of your stories is that you guys need to put yourselves first right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. One needs to focus on family. One needs to focus a little less on family. You know.
Yeah. That was well put. To all of those you. Wow.
I'm not even gonna say.
You know what's crazy? Every episode, one of us fucks up something. Like,
hey, worry about yourself.
You're right. I need to stop pointing the finger.
We're just giving that advice.
Yeah, because I can't see the ones pointing back. Yep.
Ooh,
yep.
You said it.
I did.
But no, you're right. One of us.
For those of you listeners who are listening still, and you better be, what the fuck? Write in. I want to hear you. I want to hear from you. Even if it's something simple like, hey guys.
What's your favorite color?
Something, anything. I want to hear from, I don't want to call you guys strangers because we're not strangers here in this square room.
Strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. Please don't. Please. That's so scary. That's so scary.
But they are.
That sounds like you're going to put me in one of those rape vans.
No.
No?
Okay. Just have a drink.
Yeah, no, right in. We'd love to hear from you guys. The more, I don't know, I like the fact that we have like a little community going on.
100%.
You know, I have people DMing me about other people's stories and how, come on, why don't you want to be a part of that?
You guys know we love a follow-up. We love personal stories, but we also love, like, we've gotten like questions about ourselves, questions about life and our perspectives, and like philosophical questions, like anything you guys want to ask us. We've gotten like, like if you guys were in a band, like what would you like? We've gotten so many different types of questions. That's
even
why
stuff that we don't say on the air because it was just for us,
Exactly, and that's why I always say if it's a question, if it's a story, whatever it is, feel free to write in thissquareroom.com. Also in our like Linktree bio, it's like the top one, so we make it easy to find. But yeah, we definitely love having the community. And you know what we love more than anything? Like, we get off on like, oh my God, this person wrote a follow-up. I can't with him. Oh my God. No, but we love that when you guys tell us, either write in or tell us personally, like, oh, like, I'm invested in this person's story. I'm like, yeah, we know, because we are too. Like, we love it just as much as you guys. And like, there is a large number of you who have voiced this to us, both publicly and privately. So, I mean, I think we had, I think it was one of Mikey's stories, and then, oh gosh, Kyle wrote in and was like, yo,
that was Kyle. I
have my 2 cents on Mikey's thing. I hope you don't mind. We don't mind if you guys want to write in about something somebody else said. It's a conversation. That is what we are in this square room. We are family, square room fam. But yeah, thissquareroom.com. Yeah,
because even with Jacob's situation, my son's mom was like, nah, beat his ass. Like, nah.
Did you tell her that he knocked him out?
I did, and she was very happy. She was like, yes, like, fuck that guy. She's like, I didn't think it was him, but the fact that it was him, fuck him.
I feel like half of our advice is like, do you focus on yourself,
do the
be
right
a great
thing,
person, and then
peace
beat
and
his
love.
ass, be petty, expose him, blow his life up.
Oh, that's my battle cry.
Yeah, no, too far.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you see me put my hand in there? Charge!
From my peripherals, I did. I saw it.
Okay. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and we're just talking about like crazy things because they like to listen to murder podcasts and stuff.
Okay.
And we're speaking, and she's just like, oh, did you hear about the guy who's allergic to his own semen? Excuse me? She's like, yeah. Like, every time he ejaculates, within like half an hour to an hour, straight hospital.
Hospital? Like, what happens to him? Hives and
like,
stuff?
Yeah, hives. Like, his penis head area swells up like crazy.
It's his own semen?
It's his own semen.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
his kids are trying to kill him.
Fuck. So
So what's the solution to that? If he gets I was gonna say circumcised. If he gets what's it? The snip.
That's circumcised.
No, snip the balls, not the foreskin.
Ah, fuck.
You know,
vasectomy.
Yes, vasectomy. Oh my god, that word was on the tip of my tongue. If he gets a vasectomy, so he's like shooting blanks. Do you think that could like help?
That could probably help. But what if he wants kids? He could
bank some sperm, and also vasectomies are reversible. But it's like if he has that issue, then but he could just bank some sperm and like freeze it, and then the sperm is there, but he can still have regular.
That sounds boring.
Having your dick blow up every time you have sex.
I would.
It's not boring, but it's not a good excitement.
It's not, but at least like whoever I'm with, you know that I want this kid. You know that this is worth it. I'm going to the fucking hospital because I came for you.
Yeah, but also it's like, has he like put his
Do you ever hear how
swimmers...
deep my voice is in this? Oh my God.
No, you lower your voice on purpose. Okay. You like hearing yourself. Because you'll be talking and then you'll do this. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
You're not the only one who can do that.
That's terrifying.
Listen, whatever.
But yeah, like.
What's the solution for him?
To go to the hospital.
Oh, so there is none? Like there's
so far, there's no like, here's a needle, like take this before.
Guy?
He was in his 30s. So now he's probably like 40 something.
Oh my God. So this isn't like
no,
like a teenager
he's been
that
going
just
through
found
this.
out.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because like you can be like, oh, like celibacy, but it's not about having sex. Like he can't even masturbate.
No. He can just practice like semen retention like everybody else.
Yeah, he's probably living at like a higher level of consciousness than
everybody
definitely else because he doesn't give in to sexual urges. What?
I said he was eating a lot of pussy.
No, but like even that, like especially if you're not doing anything, that alone will make you ejaculate.
Well,
if you're not doing anything, like you know,
that means he can't pre-cum.
No.
Either. Fucking hell.
Probably hurts him to piss too.
Honestly, just kill me.
Just end it all.
Just forget it.
No, but I think like that's what you have to figure out. Is it the semen itself or is it the...
It's the semen. There's hormones, unknown hormones in semen that we don't know of. Yeah.
Do a vasectomy and like a fucking diet change and like...
Just die.
No.
Sorry, that wasn't nice.
That sucks.
It more than sucks. It can't even suck.
My heart goes out to this man. It doesn't suck.
You're right. It cannot.
I mean, it can, but there's consequences.
Well... What if
that's permanently edging for life? No,
I was gonna say like, what if like you're getting head, right, and she just keeps swallowing?
No, because it seems like it's just like, I don't know.
That sucks. Couldn't be me though.
Hate that it's you. Couldn't be me. Okay, so we are getting to the end of our episode, so we are gonna do the question of the day. So the question is, we are answering for each other. Do you think I fall in love easily? Why or why not?
Do I think you fall in love easy?
Mm-hmm.
No. But I think you give the opportunity for love, if that makes sense. No. Okay. So let me explain. Falling in love is like, oh my God, I love this person so much. Oh my God. Like to me, that's what I picture when I hear falling in love.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
like,
You know,
relax.
that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think you give opportunity.
Like I'm open, but I'm not like in love.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think what I would say for myself is that like, I don't think I fall in love easily, but when I love you, I love you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I may not fall fast, but I will fall hard or fall deep or whatever. Yeah. I think that's my thing.
That makes sense.
Easily for you, no. But I think you're kind of similar. I think when you love someone, like you know, especially in your like later years, your teen years, you're fucked up. But as an adult, like in your 20s, you for sure love, like you've been able to put your heart out there, which I think you didn't. I don't even think you gave yourself the opportunity in the past.
How the fuck would I do that?
You know what I mean? But like easily, nah. Like there's been times and I'm like, oh Des, you like this girl? And you're like, yeah. But it's like, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know, you're just kind of like.
Do you want me to tell you the truth? And I don't tell anybody the truth.
Go for it.
I just don't trust people.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but like even in like relationships and stuff, like I feel like people only hurt you when they know they can hurt you.
No, Oh, I know.
And
this.
I'm not with that shit.
I know this. The reason why you don't fall in love easily is because your heart is very guarded and you do it on purpose. On purpose. It's not an involuntary. You know, some people are like, I want to love, but I can't break these walls down. You're like, nah, these walls are here. If you want to come over, scale the fucking
You see
building,
what I'm saying? You're going to have to figure it out. Because I'm not dropping them.
If you're in, cool.
Joe, but high fucking five.
Oh no, I know this about you. No, yours is a very purposeful thing. Whereas 100%. Mine is, I think it's just like life. Like it's kind of like how I am.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not like I'm gonna push people away. Yeah. With you're like 6 feet. More than 6 feet. What the fuck are you this close for? What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, you want to come in? Oh. So you can leave.
No, and the thing is, you're like you can try.
Go for it.
Good luck.
I'm not gonna make it easy, but.
No, but you're not that bad anymore.
No. Nothing.
No, I don't know. You just looked.
Sorry.
No, but you're not that bad anymore.
No.
But I think so when I say you don't fall in love easily, you choose not to.
100%.
I think if you wanted to, you'd be the biggest fucking lover boy.
Biggest.
You'd meet a girl and be like, I'm in love.
I love you.
Here's a ring. Yeah, if you allowed yourself.
Just answer me.
Okay, stalker.
Yeah. No, I'm crazy.
Yeah, 100%. So funny. All right. That was a nice one. That was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. That brings us to the end of our episode. Des, where can they find the podcast?
They can find the podcast when they click the Linktree link on This Square Room Instagram at This Square Room.
True. The Linktree link's like on all our social media though.
I
Like
know, but I just
Twitter,
assumed
Instagram.
Everyone goes on Instagram. Because not everybody has Twitter.
Sure.
But I feel like everybody has Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
even if you don't use it and haven't used it since 2018, 2019.
Okay. Shots fired. I get Only it. Here's the thing. I am on Instagram all the time. I just haven't posted anything to my feed.
Me too.
And I haven't posted like a story since like Halloween. But like that's all gonna change.
Ooh, you go,
things
girl.
are coming. Okay. But yeah, thisgurroom.com, and we upload new episodes every single Tuesday.
Yes, we do.
In case you haven't caught on, so tell a friend about it, and we will see you next Tuesday.